Most behaviors stem from 5 basic causes: attention, power, revenge, self-confidence or lack of, and boredom. Classroom management is a preventive solution to behavioral issues in the classroom and is extremely important in ensuring that all students have access to high-quality education in a safe and engaging learning environment where students' goals are nurtured and supported. Classroom management, but more specifically a classroom management plan, is needed in every classroom. All teachers should have a classroom management plan, no matter how experienced they are. A classroom management plan is essential for maintaining order, organization, and structure in the classroom. It establishes clear expectation, rules, and classroom procedures. Students know what is expected of them, how the class will function, and the consequences of not following classroom rules. In creating my own discipline plan, I think it is very important that I communicate clearly and professionally my roles and expectations for the class to my students. This includes the role of the students, my role as a teacher, and what I will expect of parents. I know my discipline plan will need to extend beyond the classroom and gain support from both parents and administrators. By making them aware of my expectations, I can ensure that my classroom fosters a productive learning environment where students are supported, valued, and appreciated. I will also build classroom rules and procedures with my students to promote community where students have a say in what will be expected of them both academically and behaviorally. They will be given full ownership in what has been decided around class norms, expectations, and consequences. I will create a community of learners by establishing close relationships with my students. Building healthy teacher-student relationships in the classroom is central to effective classroom management. I believe engaging relationships with students creates a sense of trust, where students feel safe and gain respect for the teacher. Additionally, establishing a climate of dignity and respect and seeking to meet student needs is important. By creating an environment of respect and dignity, I can create a positive classroom experience that will encourage students to respond in the same way. By building close relationships with students, I can ensure that they feel safe, valued, and cared for. Integrating positive classroom rituals is key to creating and maintaining a positive social environment. I will integrate positive classroom rituals like Happy Minute into my course design to ensure that students feel connected and a part of the classroom community. For example, a warm-up activity would be an appropriate way to start the class period and would make learning more fun and meaningful. This would also give all students a fair chance to participate and share with the class something positive, while also encouraging students who are listening to respect the student who is speaking. My contribution as the teacher in creating a community of learners is to know my students, know their background, where they grew up, the issues at home, and as learners. Also knowing which students are achieving a higher level of learning and pairing those students up with students who are not as proficient. This will help create a social environment where students are engaging in discussion and working together to reach a common goal. I will also make sure that my classroom is warm and engaging and maintains classroom structure. Structure is key to an efficient learning environment, especially in diverse learning climates where students are prone to misbehave and lose focus easily. I will ensure that the class flows smoothly by focusing on preventative ways to avoid time robbers. For example, after each class period, students will be expected to line up outside the classroom and wait for me to greet them at the door. As students file in the classroom, they will be seated and asked to begin the warm-up activity on the board. I will use music to keep the students motivated and as a timer. Creating a physically, socially, and emotionally safe classroom environment by developing and maintaining clear expectations for academic and social behavior will ensure that all students succeed both inside and outside the classroom and are provided with the best education possible.